Hi everybody. So in this video I wanted to go over a bunch of different ways to color leaves, because I know there's a lot of ways to do leaves, and in coloring books there's millions of leaves, millions and millions of leaves. So let's just have some fun with leaves. Now I don't want to just do green leaves. We're going to do all different colors of leaves. You know, there's fall and winter and crazy leaves, purple leaves, blue leaves. So I just got a bunch of different kinds of leaves here, and these are this is a page from Johanna Basford's coloring book. So I figured this would be a good page to do. So just relax with me, and if you don't have this page, that's okay, because you can just use these colors in any of your coloring books, or however you want to do it. So let's get started. Alrighty, so let's get in a little bit closer here. Let's pick, I don't know, this leaf looks good right here. Alright, so let's start with, we will do a kind of a green leaf here. This is a sage green, so let's just fill it in with the sage green, and I'm putting it in a, this is pale sage, sorry, and it's Prismacolor, which is pretty much what I only use. So I'm just going to fill it in here. And it's pretty light, just fill it in a nice base of pale sage here. Alright, and I'm leaving some light spots. I don't really care about being too perfect with it because I want lights and darks. Now this is a deco yellow, and I'm going to put some deco yellow in some spots. And again, I'm not going to be perfect with it because I don't want my leaf to be too uniform. I want it to be a little bit kind of wacky. I don't want it to be even. Now I'm going to use a lime peel, and with the lime peel I think I'm going to maybe put some color with some lime peel over here, and then I'm going to maybe put some lime peel over here. Alright, and then let's put some down here. You see, I'm just putting it a little darker down in the bottom, blending it towards the middle, and a little heavier at the bottom. And then I'm using my feathering technique where I'm lightly bringing it and feathering it towards the top, but I'm putting a little bit more pressure at the bottom. See? And I'm kind of using circular motions to feather it in the top. Then let's have a little bit more darker here for some interest. But you see, I wanted to have a little bit more unique, you know, not uniform, but I don't know how the word is. I don't want it to all be one color. I want the leaf to look a little bit more natural and not just be all one color, you know. So let's do some grass green for just to brighten it up a little bit. So let's throw some grass green in here at the bottom. And again, I do this in layers, because if you do it in layers, you're going to get more of that, you know, the extreme coloring method, which is my method that I use, which I invented, I guess. I don't know, invented, but what I do is I do it from, it's light, medium, dark, and darkest. And I do it in layers, and it looks like it's hard work, and it looks like you took a lot of time, and as you can see, it really isn't. It's just about doing it in layers, and it just makes your coloring look a lot better, and it looks like you know, took a lot more work in it, and you just have fun with it. It just looks a lot better than just one solid color. Do you know what I mean? Now let's add a little brightness by using a little bit of some chartreuse. Chartreuse really will, you can use that as a blender. It just kind of perks it up a little bit. See, you use that as a blender, and look at it, just really livens it up. Okay? See? Now I'm pushing kind of hard because I'm blending that all in. But see, that really perked it up, and now there you go. So that was a kind of an interesting way to do a leaf, right? And then if you want to really darken it up, you take some dark green, and then you can do your stem in a dark green, and then you can add some shadows in here with a dark green, with a nice layer of some dark green. And put, again, your circular motion, and then Just blend it nicely. Just lighter at the, as you go up, just use a lighter touch. Okay. And then just a little heavier at the bottom where you want a little bit more of a shadow. And then just, if you want to come alongside the leaf, if you want to have it a little darker, and then you can come alongside the edges if you want. Or you could have left it just the way I did it the first time if you don't like it like this way. Just giving you ideas, different ways to do it. Okay, that's just another way if you wanted to have a little bit more shadow on it, or you could have, like I say, just left it alone the first way. I'm just blending it in a little bit more here. And then if you wanted to use your Deco Yellow again to blend it, you can blend it in a little bit more. If you want to take a little bit more time to blend in that. Okay, there you go. So it's a little bit more detailed there. Alrighty. If you wanted to, you can put a little water drop on there. Water drop, you know, if you wanted to put, you know, I'll maybe do water drop in another video, but you can add water drops. There's a lot of things you could do with leaves. All right, so that's one way. Let's do another leaf. Okay, so now let's try another kind. So this is a jasmine. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a sand. So let's try, because now, remember, they're not always green leaves. So let's try to branch out a little bit. No pun intended. So let's try some sand color. And let's put a little base of the sand in here. Okay, so we've got some sand. And the leaf goes this way, so I want my veins to go this way. So if I do have any strokes that show, I want my veins to go that way. Okay, so we got our sand color. Then let's try, how about this color? This is a yellow ochre. Ochre? And then maybe let's see it. Now I have to have my pencil sharp, so let's sharpen that a little bit. Sorry. So let's sharpen this a little bit. Now let's throw in some yellow ochre in here. All right, maybe on the base a little bit. Okay. And then how about we'll have some color over here. Again, now I'm going to put it in kind of light because I can always go back and darken it up. But, okay, I'm going to come along the edge, blend it in here, maybe blend it up in here, a little more darker. And I can, now when I see where I kind of want the colors, I could just maybe maybe make it a little darker. All right. Okay, a little yellow ochre. Okay. Now we can start adding maybe a little bit more, some color. Let's put in some mineral orange. Put a nice layer, some mineral orange in here. Okay. Give it some life, huh? Bring this little guy to life. All right. Okay. Now, let's see here. How about this? Let's add some burnt ochre in here. Okay. We'll put some burnt ochre in here. And come alongside here. Just write down these colors in your little, I don't know if you keep like a little reference journal. You want to maybe put it a little dark here where you have maybe a little shadow. A little shadow going in here, huh? Nice little shadow. But it's cool when you do your leaves in different colors, you know. You don't always have to make them green. We can do some purple ones. We'll have fun today with some leaves, huh? Just do a bunch of leaves. And you'll have a nice little reference for leaves, huh? Okay. All right. And then we need to actually, if you want to throw some green in there, you can maybe put some artichoke in here just to give it a little, you know, a little greenish hint if you want. To to give it like a kind of like a greenish tone. Throw some artichoke or any kind of a green color if you want to have it have a little bit of a green tone to it. Throw some, maybe look a little bit more natural, some green in there. See? That looks very, very pretty. Isn't that a pretty, very beautiful leaf, isn't it? Okay, and then if you want to blend it, you could come back in with maybe a cream color. Let's see, this is like an eggshell maybe if you want, and you can use the eggshell as a nice blender. See, that's a good blender, an eggshell to blend it all in if you wanted to. You could have left it too. If it had too much white for you, you can blend it in, and then you can use your little handy dandy little brush to brush it out. Okay, that's a nice little way to do a leaf there. You may want to also darken that up a little bit if you wanted to by adding a little bit more, maybe of a darker brown. I'm just looking for one here. You could use a French gray or this one happens to be a sepia. You can add a little sepia in here if you wanted, just to add a little bit more shadow if you want. A little sepia or any kind of a brown tone that would be darker if you wanted. That just adds a little bit of shadow if you wanted to, or any kind of a chocolate color or something, just to add a little shade to them. All right, okay, let's try. Okay, let me flip this one around. All right, let's work on, I gotta find another leaf here for you. Here, how about, here. Sorry. All right, how about let's work on this leaf here. Okay, we'll do this one. All right, let's try a different leaf now. Okay. Alrighty, so let's do kind of a different color leaf. Let's try some blush pink. Okay, and let's do some blush pink. How about in this area here? And then maybe over here, like so. All right, and then how about some hot pink? Some hot pink in here. A watercolor type of a look, huh? And maybe some hot pink over here. Okay, and then let's try some, okay, this one here is a lilac. So let's take some lilac now. Put some lilac over here. And maybe over here, just kind of random. There's really no, when you do a watercolor leaf, you just sort of mush the colors around however you want to, because I'm going to put a yellow over this, you'll see in a minute. Okay, my pencil should be a little sharper, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna come along here. Okay. Now let's take a Deco Yellow, and we're gonna put a yellow over this. Let's see. And then we can put a yellow over this. And then let's take a Dalla Purple. All right, and we will take our Dalla Purple, and then we will make our beautiful leaf come to life. See? All kinds of cool ways to do these leaves, huh? Don't gotta stick with one way. Depends on where you're putting these little babies. And just shade it in. Just feathered in. Feathered in. Huh. Feathered in like so. Make it even. There you go. Another way to do a leaf. See, it's pretty. Okay, see, we're doing a whole new page of leaves here. Let's do this little guy. We'll do this one here. Let's come up with something kind of cool with that one. Let me think of something. Okay, so I was thinking, let's try some, this is sky blue light, okay, sky blue light. So I am going to base this in a sky blue light. Actually, I don't care about the lines, so just cover lines up. I'm going to cover them anyways. So I'll just put some sky blue light in there. I guess this pen, that doesn't matter. Okay, so we've got some sky blue light. All right, then let's take some light aqua. So let's take some light aqua and fill this up with some light aqua in these sides. Actually, just fill the whole thing up. Let's see. I kind of messed this one up, but that's all right. Let's see what this one will do. All right. Well, if this happens, this happens. So let's take some. This is that sky blue light again. I'm using to just kind of blend in some of the areas there. And let's see, let's take, this is that aqua again. I'm just going to darken some of these squares. I don't know what's going to come out of this one. This is just I'm winging this one, like literally. I didn't have a plan for it, obviously. I'm just doing it. I'm just coloring it like I was going to I didn't have a plan for it. I'm just doing it. Okay. Alright, let's see how this one's going to come out. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, that's okay. Can't really mess up. It's just a leaf. Alright. Let's see if I can make something come out of this. Alright, let's try, how about this one? This is a pretty color. Let's try a parrot green. It's got the same tone to it, huh? Let's parrot green. As long as you stick with the same tones, you should be okay, right? I'm going to shade these areas along this side with a parrot green. I'm just going to shade one side first and see how that comes out. The parrot green. Okay, now we need a darker color. If I stick to this is a peacock blue. It's kind of in the same tone, right? Let's see the peacock blue. Let's do these lines in a peacock blue, huh? Let's see what happens. That's cute. That's cute. Let's do those in a peacock blue. That's cute. I like that. Let's do this in a peacock blue. It's a cute little leaf, huh? I like it. And I think I'll shade the bottom of this one. A little peacock blue. Yeah, I like this little guy. I never know how they're going to come out. I just go with it. Maybe shade this one out a little bit, huh? Maybe this one too. Give this one a little love. And then maybe I'll just come alongside here. Well, yeah, see, if you just take your time with them, they'll always work their way out somehow, huh? All right, well. There we go. Some of them come out better than others, but that's okay. It's still pretty color. I like that one. It came out pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, let's do this big one. Ooh, let's come up with something good with that one, huh? All right, let's come up with something good, something cool. All right, let me think about this one. I'll do this one on the side, so I want it to come out good for you. So hold on. Hi, okay, sorry, I actually got sidetracked because my daughter came in, so I didn't get time to figure out what I wanted to figure out, but that's okay, we'll just go with it. So let's, I don't know, let's see, what kind of color, I'm just going to color along and just have fun like you guys do. So let's try how about, let's do a kelp green, I guess. We haven't used that color yet, so let's outline it in a kelp green. Okay. I'm going to try to do a little bit more leaves realistically, because I know when you do your pictures you do use a lot of greens, so let's try to I mean, I was going to do this one in a crazy blue and pink and stuff like that, but I mean, realistically, you do use a lot of green, so let's try to keep them a little bit more. Maybe we'll do some fall colors. But yeah, I do want to do some fun colors too, but we've got lots of leaves on here we can do. I don't think I'll do them all, but can't do that long of a video because I don't know how much battery I have. Okay, I'm just going to outline this. Okay, all right, then let's, I'm going to do the stem too, huh? These little lines here. I'll do the other ones too here. See, I move my paper around because I like to, my hand to be comfortable when I'm coloring, so I don't have to work so hard. I want everything to be comfortable when I'm coloring. So I move my hand around to where I'm most comfortable. And plus I have arthritis, so my arthritis though has been feeling better because I've been using this stuff called CBD oil. It's been working really good for me actually. Okay, so I'm gonna, let's use for a base. Now what I do is I like usually put my colors, I hold them when I'm using my colors so that I have them like right at in my hands. And so I'm kind of looking and saying, okay, what kind of colors do I want to use for my greens? And I just kind of pull them together here and I say, okay, well, what do I want to use? What do I want to use? Let's try this sap green light. And let's fill it in with some sap green light. Okay. All right. And I want to keep it uniform, so I'm going to do it all in a sap green light. And let's fill it in. Sap green light, easy, simple, simple Simon. Just fill it in. My leaves grow this way, so I'm just gonna kind of color them in the way my leaves grow. So I don't. Okay. Alrighty, there's my nice little leaf. Kind of looks like a pot leaf, doesn't it? Alright, not that I'd know because I don't smoke it, but I used to when I was younger. Not very much though. I was never really into that kind of thing. Alright, let's do this moss, the moss green. Oh, okay, my pencil needs to be sharper. Alright, let's throw some moss green in here. Just in some areas for not just some areas, not all the areas. Actually, that CBD oil that I take comes from the hemp plant, but it works for my arthritis pain, believe me. It's a big thing nowadays, that CBD oil. It's very cool stuff. I take it both in the drops, and I take it, I rub it on too. It works really good. Alright, so this, see how I'm just kind of putting it in various areas. Because, you know, leaves have different colors, you know, they're not always the same. Alright, this is lime peel. So now lime peel is a little bit brighter of a green. I'm kind of going to put the lime peel everywhere else, really, just to kind of blend it in. Maybe I'll leave the tip a little bit. See, a tip a little lighter. Maybe a little lighter in some areas. But see how it's kind of blotchy because I want my leaf to have highlights. You know, see how it's got some little highlights and low lights and all that kind of stuff. Now this is that gray-green light, which I can use to blend it in, which gives it a little bit more of a highlight. It's a little lighter. And you don't need to always blend it with white. I'm blending it in with that gray-green light. Okay. All right, now if I need to put some color in, I'll just go back in with that dark. If it comes, you know, kind of if you mess it up a little, you can add some more dark in. Actually, this one is a little bit greener. I grabbed a different green, didn't I? I grabbed a dark green. It's all right, it brightens it up. I mean, you don't always have to stick with the same. This is a dark green, but see, it's a little bit greener now than that mossy color I was looking. That's all right. It's just sort of changing. Sort of just changing. Added a little bit more green to it. It's all right. It's still pretty. See, it's just, you can't really make a mistake with leaves, you know. You just, there's all kinds of ways you can do them. Just have fun with it. That's the main thing, is just to have fun. Put some dark colors down in here. Blend it. Add some more shade where you want a little bit more shade. And maybe if you wanted to jazz it up, you can add a little chartreuse in here. If you want to add like a little, like some light was maybe coming over here. You can add some yellow in there too, you know, some little oranges if you want. If you want to add like a little glow to it, you can add some Spanish orange maybe in here. Okay, throw in some orange, gives it a little bit of a glow to it. See the orange? And it's all about putting it in layers. When you add the layers to it, the layers is what really gives you a nice look to it. But see, it just adds a little bit of color to it. A little bit of layers. See? A little bit of orange, looks like a little sun might be shining on the little leaf. There you go, a little orange leaf. All right. So it's just some interesting ways to do some leaves. Let's see, let's get a little bit more. You want to try some interesting pink and fancy ones? Let's do this little guy here. I've seen these color leaves a lot. Let's do a, how about I've seen this kind of leaf a lot here. Let's take a pink rose, all right? And it's kind of a, actually, let's not, yeah, that's fine. We'll do a pink rose. Okay. And just base it in. Just, the leaf grows this way, so I'm just kind of going the way the leaf grows. Not too worried about the first base coat color really that much. Okay, now I think I'm going to use a little bit of this, this is a light peach color, and I want to just kind of blend it in with this light peach at the, give it a little bit of a tone to it. See, and again, it's for me, I'm a layer person. I like using the layers, because when you put the layers in, it really changes the way that the light hits your picture. This is a nectar, and it's about, if you look at a prism, the way that your eyes see color, that's why the layers make everything look so much prettier. Okay, because it's by putting the layers on, it's much better. Okay, so you put a little nectar down in here. Okay, now for a nice interesting color here, we want to add a little bit of depth. I would like to use a burnt ochre, maybe burnt ochre or a henna, but let's try burnt ochre in here. A little bit of burnt ochre in here. Yeah. Just blend it out. And now if you want to make a jagged edge, see, I'm just kind of making a instead of going all the way around the side, I mean, other side. See how I'm making a kind of like a sawtooth motion to make it look not so straight on the edges. So it doesn't look quite so, you know, edgy or whatever. All right, and then again with the, this is the sepia. I just happen to have it out. I'm just going to put a little sepia in here for a little shadow. A little sepia, just to give it a little. Stuff. It just gives it a little bit more depth. Remember when you're doing these, as long as you know if you stay in the same tones and you're going light, medium, dark, and darkest, you know. I mean, like I say, I could have pulled out a chocolate or any other color. The sepia just happened to be sitting out, but I don't even know why I'm working on this one again. But I just have it in mind. Okay, all right, it's pretty too. Nice basic little flower. I mean leaf. Okay, let's work on this guy. Okay, so let's see what we can come up with on this leaf. Okay, so let's base it in a deco yellow. So this is a deco yellow here. Okay, I'm going the way the leaf is growing, which is this way. Just little circles. Like I say, I'm not really, I'm just basing it in, so nothing fancy. Just putting in yellow. Okay, and then how about some Spanish? Let's try some Spanish orange. Okay, and then let's put some Spanish orange very lightly right about the middle area. Okay, right about this middle area or so. Blend it up, not all the way to the top, just lightly blending it. Now I'm getting a little heavier, getting a little heavier, a little heavier. Okay, a little heavier. Okay, lighter. I'm doing a gradient effect, so it's blending nice and light in here, and then as I'm coming down, it's getting darker. So I'm gradiating it down. So it's getting darker as it's coming down, see? See how I'm feathering that color down? And the leaf grows this way, so you just got to kind of work with it a little as you're coming down, and then you want it, but see how it's fading upwards, lighter as it goes up. Okay. Just fade it, and then darker as it comes down. Okay, and then let's even make it darker. So let's take the yellowed orange, and then fade that into this one. Fade that one into this one. Lighter, 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 darker, darker, and then lighter. Just okay. All right, and we're just moving along the. Let's see now. Let's see what's the next darkest one. Let's go with this one. So we got some cat orange. So now let's start with the cat orange. Go down here and start darker, and then go lighter, 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 all the way up, lighter. Okay, I gotta sharpen my pencil. Okay, and we're gonna start darker, and then work our way to go lighter. Okay, lighter, lighter. And we're just feathering it up. Lighter, lighter. Okay. Now we can use that orange that we were using as a blend to blend it. Just blend it with one of your, I'm using this as the Spanish orange as a blender just to, so I can blend these together a little bit. Just blend them together. Blend it. No, not too hard up here because you want to keep that light. And if you want to take your Deco Yellow again, you can push a little harder now and just kind of blend those together with your yellow. And then we can even make it, if you want, let's try this one. This is a poppy red. Let's make a poppy red here at the bottom. Give it some fire, huh? How about some fire it up? Let's fire it up down here, huh? Oops, I went out my line. That's okay. I mean, if I were doing it in a coloring book, I would be a little bit more careful. Kind of speeding it up along here. Don't mean to. Sorry about that. Okay. Must be the fire red that's doing that to me, huh? Okay, and I'm just going to go, I guess maybe with the red along that line. I could have maybe made it white or make it a green or whatever. I'm just doing it with the red. If you don't like the red, we could have done it with an orange or even a white, with your white gel pen maybe, or green. I just did it with the red just to, I was playing around just like you guys, but I don't know, outline it in the red just to see what it looks like. But yeah, so that's what the fire one looks like. That's pretty cute. I like this one. So you just graduate the colors the way I did that. Yeah. That's pretty. It's a nice little bright color, huh? So that's how you do a little gradient effect. Now you could do this with any color. Just start light and then go down. You could do it with if you did it with the blue, just start with your lightest color and then work down to your darkest, and then to blend it, you take your dark and then go back up again. You know, so you just kind of keep working it across to do that gradient effect. All right, so there was a couple leaves for you, so I hope that you enjoyed that. If you want me to do more, just let me know, okay? So thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.